paleo diet has been making a name for itself for a while now, and I want to get more into what it's all about. So stay tuned and watch this. Welcome to Geeks Are Sexy. I'm your host, Michelle Roxy Davis, also known as the Social Media MD. Get more information about social media at thesocialmediamd.com and follow Geeks Are Sexy on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Geeks Are Sexy is brought to you by this guy right here, Jason Seguin from Mad Macro. Go to madmacro.com and live life against the grain. We're going to talk more about the paleo diet, hormones, good fats, bad fats, inflammation, and more. It's all about nutrition, and it's inspired by my fitness journey, where I want to thank Mad Macro for helping me be more paleolithic in my lifestyle. So, Jason, welcome to Geeks Are Sexy.
Thanks for having me again.
Absolutely. So, we'll talk more about the ingredients of what Mad Macro is all about, because they have cereals, they have bars. These are raw, live, macronutrient products. These ingredients are going to help you live to your fullest, give you more energy, have less pain, and be as healthy as you can be. So let's talk more about how the brain works and how our hormones are functioned by the foods we eat. Jason, you want to talk all about that? Because you are the paleo guru.
Yeah, basically the satiation factor is what tells you, it sends signals to you when to stop eating. And, when you eat food with lots of nutrition, that's going to send the signal to stop eating. So when people are consuming a lot of the typical foods that they eat in the Western diet, they're, just filled with sugar and there's no nutrition in them. So when you sit there and you eat a bag of chips and you eat a bag of Oreos, your brain is never and your body is never being satiated. So it's never telling you to stop eating. But when you eat some food with a lot of nutrition in it, like a steak and some asparagus and sweet potato, with every bite, you're feeling satiated and your brain's telling you you're full, stop eating. So, it's really hard to overeat when you eat nutrient-dense foods versus
Correct.
calorie-dense foods, which most people eat.
Okay. So there's two kind of hormones that we're talking about. We're talking about the satiety and the satiation. And what we're kind of going over is, for instance, if you were to eat a steak, for example, and you were to eat your first bite of that juicy steak, and it would just taste so good, and by maybe the 10th bite, you'd get really full. You'd say to yourself, I don't know if I can finish this. Well, let's take that analogy and let's cross it with a bag of Oreos. Whereas if you eat a bag of Oreos that you've been daydreaming all day at work, and maybe let's mix in a little stress with that, well, then by the time you get to your 10th Oreo, you're going to be able to eat and consume the entire bag of 20 or some odd Oreos without your body even saying, I'm hungry, I'm full, stop, don't eat anymore. And before you know it, you have kind of like this ongoing cycle of wanting and craving the wrong foods for the wrong reasons, because
Absolutely.
eating foods, there's two kind of hormones. There's the hormone where you smell something and you taste it and it looks good. But then there's the hormone that triggers about 20 minutes after you eat, where it says, I've gotten my nutrients, I've gotten my macronutrients, I've gotten all the things I need, so I can stop eating, I'm fine. And so I think a lot of people get emotionally distressed. They confuse the wrong foods with the right feelings that they feel that they're going to be getting. And instead, they get a lot of inflammation in the body. The hormones get thrown off. Am I going on a right direction,
You're
Jason?
absolutely, you
Cool.
nailed it.
Awesome.
You did your homework.
Yes, I did. Well, thanks to this book that you had me read, it kind of taught me all about the paleo diet and about inflammation and about hormones and how the brain and the body works together. You look at something, you smell it, it tastes good, it feels good eating it, but as your body processes it, that's when it actually makes sense to what is real and what actually makes sense when it comes to nutrients. And I think that a lot of people want something quick and fast and easy and convenient, And we get that confused a lot of the times with the day in and day out rat race that we're trying to live. And at the same time, we're trying to take care of ourselves at the same time. So the paleo diet is another thing I kind of want to talk about with not only the hormones of the satiety and the satiation, but the good fats and the bad fats. Because one of the things that Mad Macro kind of taught me was that when you introduced me to the product, I was a little skeptical at first about the amount of fat that was in it because it is 22 grams of fat. So I thought to myself, okay, I want to do my homework. I want to see what this is all about. And that's when I had this book in my recipe cabinet, and it taught me all about the good fats and the bad fats. Now, Jason, can you kind of alliterate on that a little bit?
Yeah, there's a lot of skepticism about fat. A lot of, fat's been demonized over, many years of kind of poor science and poor studies that has been linked to that. A lot of good fats, like now, you're seeing coconut oil everywhere. Everything's coconut oil. There's a craze. Well, coconut oil is very high in saturated fats, which was told for many years that saturated fats are not good. But actually, good saturated fats are good, and coconut oil is one of the best forms. They are like that because they're very low in omega-6, so they're anti-inflammatory. And there's a ton of fats. There's trans fats. There's unsaturated. There's monounsaturated. There's so many different kinds of fats it's very confusing because there's some that are good and some that are bad.
Right.
And basically the ones that you want the monounsaturated fats and you want the saturated fats. So your avocado oils or your olive oils or your coconut oils are the ones you want to have in your diet. And then, also from nuts and seeds, those are the good oils also. But you also want to stay away from, like corn oil, vegetable oils, soybean oil. Those are very inflammatory oils and fats, and they go rancid quickly, and they cause inflammation. And those are the big cause of all of the processed foods out there. All are canola oil, vegetable oil, soybean oil. That's one of their big ingredients in there.
What's cheap, quick, easy, inexpensive.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and next month, Jason's going to talk about all of the things that the paleo diet kind of stands for. It's staples foods and why it's that way. But for right now, we're kind of educating you guys right on the body and the mind and the things you need to know when it comes to good fats and bad fats. I love peanut butter. I love avocados. There's so many things with good foods and good oils and so forth that incorporating in your diet makes you feel good. And it's not only feeling good, it's the digestion, it's the inflammation. It's when we get headaches and fatigued and we don't feel right afterwards when we eat the wrong foods.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of the times people get that even confused when it comes to consuming alcohol, when it comes to not drinking enough water, and even getting chemical dependent on pills and taking drugs. A lot of things can kind of throw off the body. And when that happens, I think a lot of people don't really kind of come back to what is the most important, and that's the food we eat.
Absolutely. The key to healthiness, is you are what you eat. I mean, it's an old saying and it's kind of cheesy, but it's true. I mean, what you put in your body is going to fuel you, and it's going to, so.
So over time, these ingredients that are a part of Mad Macro, they help you, and not only with digestion, but inflammation and helping you feel good. It's a part of the good fats that are in these ingredients. And as well, we want to talk more about the things that we can help you alleviate. So it means getting off maybe some antidepressants or allergies or things that people are really dependent on when you don't really have to be, when it just comes to knowledge and education. So madmacro.com, it's what we are all about, life against the grain. You guys have an event coming up that we want to promote.
Yeah, we're going to be at the Sin City CrossFit event coming up on the 11th, and we're basically going to have our booth out there. We're going to have other vendors are going to be out there also, and we're going to be sampling our product. We're going to be meeting all the competitors. There's 90 teams. It's a male and female competition.
Awesome.
And we donated some prizes. We're going to get out there, meet a lot of the athletes, and get them sample our bars, and give them a shout out for having us for this event.
Jason, you're the Geek of the Week because not only are you the owner, CEO, and founder of Mad Macro, but you're also a professional poker player. We won't go into that, but it's just amazing how when you're an entrepreneur and you have an idea, you go for it and you strive for it, and that's what I love. And as an entrepreneur, when you came across the idea of Mad Macro, what inspired you the most to begin this business?
I don't know. Like for me, it was never kind of about the money because I never started the business. It was just I made it for me. I made it for
Mm-hmm.
friends. I made it for family.
Mm-hmm.
And I never had a weight issue or I didn't have these kind of. But I see there's huge problem and in the world. And I read a lot of these books and I did a lot of science and studying on paleo. And it just seems like the right way to do it. And just for me, for my energy levels, for everything just felt better on the paleo diet. And like I
Right.
said, I just wanted to share that with friends and family and with everyone. Like anyone who wants to talk to me about paleo, I can talk their ear off about paleo and how, it's just a great feeling to have people come up to me and like, hey, I lost 10 pounds, that diet you told me about, and your bars are awesome. Like
Yep.
it's a great feeling that money can't buy. Like it doesn't matter how much Mad Macro makes, those stories of people that tell you those, it's great. And that's, to me, I love to share that and I love to share, how it's made
I
me feel
love
better.
that. I
So,
mean, as an entrepreneur, it couldn't get any better.
yeah, I mean, like I said, you're in business to make money too, but obviously that's not the huge only reason why I do it. Like I would
Right.
like to see this turn into, a huge company, and
Mm-hmm.
and the great thing about that is the more money I make, the more I could share and the more I could help other people and donate money and do fundraisers and be a part of the community in a great way. So,
And wherever I go, I always see Mad Macro bars for sale. They are at every location. True Fusion, LVAC, plenty of them. I mean, you have a whole handful of stores that carry your bars.
yeah, we're in a few different places. We're in Desert Wind Coffee Roaster, so we're trying to kind of get involved with local businesses and
Hey,
stuff like that, and hence being here also. So it's great to share with the community, and like I said, we're in all over, and we're just trying to get into like businesses that are kind of health and fitness. We're not in Taco Bell or anything
that's
like
true.
that, but
And another thing of Geek of the Week is that you take your social media very seriously. You have very very dedicated and focused pictures. Your quality of representing your company is very well. How did you get into that?
I just kind of I wanted it to, like, I don't like the whole staged kind of thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
although there are somewhat staged, obviously,
Well, a
but
selfie here and there, but
right.
most of the time you have extremely nice quality pictures. Your content is solid.
Typically we go skiing. We were up in Bryan Head, a couple of weeks ago, and we just took some bars and took some pictures with some people and just kind of interactive stuff. Not
That's
just
cool.
we didn't go like set up the set and have everybody there and have a film crew. We
Yeah.
just kind of want like normal stuff that normal people do, and every day, like Mad Macro can be part of anybody's life, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just
Yep.
easy, and put it in your bag, put it in your purse, put it
And
in your
that's
pocket.
another thing I was going to say. These packets are very convenient. You can slip them pretty much anywhere. I put them in my purse. Even my water bottle pocket right here has got a Mad Macro bar in it. I take them wherever I go. They're very, very convenient. And so I really, really urge anyone out there, if you're trying something, if you want to try something new, if you want to reach out and for your lifestyle, you're looking for maybe something that can kind of give you a better approach of how you look at food, don't be afraid to try madmacro.com, especially, Jason, because of the discount we're offering.
Yeah, we're offering 25% discount if you use the code GEEK. And we also have a sample pack, which is 4 bars for $8.99. So it's a great way to get there. If you use the code, you're going to get 25% off the $8.99. It'll be free shipping on that sample pack. So, I mean, there's no better way to try a new bar company for, less than $10 with shipping, and you get one of each flavor. And if you like our product, you can definitely come back and order a combo box, some cereals, so.
And also, one thing that I want to mention is the blog that you have on madmacro.com. All the information that they provide on their website, it's very current, it's very up to date, and it's able for you guys to just experience exactly what this company can do to help you in so many ways. I love the swag, by the way. You need to sell this stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone's asking me, where can I get one of those hats? I wore the pink tank top today at LVAC. Casey Swomax was taking a video of it. And yeah, one of the girls was like, where can I get one of those? Decent.
I think at some point we definitely are. The hoodies. A
Yeah,
lot of people
they're
love the hoodies
cute.
and the
I
hat
love
and the tank
these.
tops. We're kind of using them, giving them away to the
Yeah.
right people. And as of now, we want to kind of keep it a little bit limited. I want to focus
Oh.
more on the food versus the clothing line.
Okay, but
But
it is cool to kind of hang out with the cool crew that gets the limited
It's limited
stuff.
edition, so
Well, thanks so much for being a guest on Geeks Are Sexy again.
it was awesome.
And next month he's going to be on. We're going to talk about what the paleo diet consists of. all the main staple ingredients, why they're good for you, and all the things you should maybe stay away from and why. Jason, give out your social media and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so you can like us on Facebook at Mad Macro, and we're on Twitter and Instagram at Live Mad Macro.
That's right. Hashtag Life Against the Grain, madmacro.com. That's where you want to go. And don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. You're watching Geeks Are Sexy.